It does have a weird smell to it, but
something's melting.
So I mean, that explains the noise. It doesn't explain the power. Thing's just making like no power. Yeah, let's have a powwow about what we think can be wrong with this thing.
$21 pounds of boost, 231 horsepower.
see, it made 4 more pounds of boost.
It's making 10 horsepower per pound of boost. It made 21 pounds of boost, so.
What?
This side of
21 pounds of boost, 200 horsepower.
And that was only at 4,000, it made 21 pounds of boost. And it was like, it looks like an export. You know how they like start low and kind of climb like a centrifugal? That's what it's doing. So, what the f would make this thing?
And the timing was right.
Yeah.
I mean, he had right,
it was
and then
right.
he put it back together.
Yeah,
So
it was
it's
right
got a
when we
different
pulled
cam
it
in
apart, and then we put a new cam in it because the cam was f***ed up. So it's obviously right again now.
Like a 7-1 compression ratio?
Is the crank gear f***ed up? Did we put a new crank gear on it?
No.
Does it have one of those crank gears that can be put in 4 different spots?
Doubt it.
No, I mean...
Because it looked like a stock crank gear, right? Because generally it's only the double roller timing chains that have them.
If it was floating the valves, it wouldn't make boost.
No, so like what? It's obviously making boost because something is like going on.
I mean, it's had some.
Does this thing have cats or something?
No, we looked at the fucking cats. Like, is the muffler like that fucking... It sounds quiet as fuck for some reason.
It doesn't. I didn't even think you were making pulls.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we could easily throw that back pressure gauge in it.
I mean, you can easily disconnect the
I was
fucking
gonna say,
mufflers
can we
off,
disconnect it?
Yeah.
Is this like... Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
a T8, right?
That's
Has
the
a
easy
thing?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, like, is there a fucking raccoon in the muffler or something?
Yeah, clearly some sort of restriction.
Yeah. Something is making it not make any power.
I think it's sick torque though.
There's a dead squirrel in the fucking exhaust.
And make a ton of boost.
That's so much boost.
I just feel like it'd be blowing something out that was stuck in there.
Remember, what was that other car? CTSV?
Yep.
It was a
Picked up 100 wheel. I mean, this thing needs to pick up about 400 wheel, but still.
Yeah,
It doesn't, it's weird, like it doesn't sound like it's running that bad, but it also doesn't sound like it's running good.
I think it sounds like it's running bad.
I mean, it sounds like it makes.
I don't think it
200
sounds like
horsepower.
it's running on all cylinders.
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it's running on all cylinders to me.
I don't know. Matt and I were unplugging the injectors while this thing was running, and you couldn't tell any difference in anything.
I can shut cylinders off in here if need be, but
I'd try that. See if you can't hear anything obvious.
I can shut injectors off.
They're not getting fucking caught up on the
Got
manual.
82 pounds of fuel pressure, 60 pounds of oil pressure.
We obviously tried just
I'm just talking
unplugging
about
this
all around. Fucking
MSD
thing's got-
harness there.
The fenders fucking melted away.
Say that again, Matt.
Did we try just completely taking MSD off just to see? And not that I think it's
MSD what then?
two-step.
Yeah, I already did all that. 2-step is off.
Can we take it off just to fucking get it all? Like, I don't fucking give a fuck about a 2-step right now.
All you gotta do is swap harnesses.
Can we do that real fast?
He's coming to cut a zip tie over there.
time.
We'll do that. We'll pull the fucking muffler off. Someone want to fucking start doing that too?
You want to do one thing at a time? Just
No. No, because I don't give a fuck what fixes it.
It has cats or it doesn't?
Does not have that. I don't believe, right? Or it has them and they weren't clogged.
It's got cats.
Maybe they weren't like.
I didn't look at them. Maybe
Yeah, Kyle did. We pulled it down and looked at
Can't,
them.
like,
They weren't
physically.
like folded over each other.
It doesn't mean they're not clogged.
You're not wrong there.
Roll this thing forward and put the gauge in it before we go unbolt and exhaust and shit.
We can put the gauge in. You just want to put it in the back, O2? Or,
No, it have to go before the cat. And not make a pull, just all you gotta do is rev it.
no, you'd have to make a pull.
No, clogged cat, bury that gauge just on a rev.
Alright, muffler's disconnected.
Well, that's boost because I didn't rev it as high. But still 19 pounds. It still sounds like it's dead piece of shit.
Alright, well,
Let's just pull it up and rule out restriction. Because it'll only take a minute. I'll grab the shit. You guys want to run traffic? Nah. Shit.
I'm just trying to think. I replaced spark plug wires, plugs, coil harnesses.
Cam, lifters,
Head gaskets.
head gaskets. Yeah, like we've fucking done. The blower sounds like it has a fucking stock isolator in it too. Garrett doesn't know what an isolator is, so I told him that was his homework today.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, me either. Doesn't even know what parts are on his own fucking car or what they do or the problems that they have or anything else. Don't worry, Garrett. We'll fucking whip your little ass into shape. As long as you don't take it to heart. Take it to your brain.
If everybody's hands clear, you can start it, rev it up a couple times.
Yeah, I'm clear.
Alright. That's it.
You buried it?
Yeah.
All right,
As soon as you started it, the fucking gauge was halfway up the thing, bouncing all over the place. Get me a 9/16.
Yeah.
Couple of something or others.
Weird, because you said it was on the, I guess, the driver's side.
Yeah,
Well,
but the
it's probably
problem is
pushing-
it might actually be lean,
Yeah.
but reading correctly on this side, and
That's
it's
what I'm
super
saying.
rich on that side because it's so.
Yeah.
That might be the case.
I wonder if somebody was fucking beating on this thing like untuned or something. It just fucking was pumping
I mean,
a bunch of fuel. And,
Remember the other fucking GXP they brought to us? Fucking they drove it, like started it up, and it was fucking on E85 and big injectors and it was on the stock tune. Not set for E85 or nothing.
There's Garrett coming down to take a look. Sitting on the floor.
It's better this way. This angle.
he's so lazy to fucking, he doesn't even want to tie his shoes on in the morning. He fucking puts slip-ons.
I switch it up.
What, do you not know how to tie shoes?
Probably not.
I mean, would it surprise you?
No, probably.
I'm surprised he's not. This fucking Velcro.
He's freaking out right now because he knows he can't.
What the fuck? Are these things glued together? Kyle gives me a fucking 6-inch pry bar.
I didn't know you need fucking.
Anytime you ask for a small pry bar, he brings out that 7 foot.
Yeah, I know. Fucking gym class, we were all getting
Bunny ears, Kyle?
fucking blow pops if you could tie it without bunny ears, and I couldn't do it. And the gym teacher was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I just my shoes.
The common sense level has gone so fucking.
I will say,
That's because when we were kids, we would fucking go build forest fires and climb trees and dig holes
You know
because
what
we were
I'm saying?
fucking bored. We didn't have video games.
Amber's brother is.
Forest fires.
I
Fuck
asked
yeah.
yesterday, is 20.
Yes, I have 4 people working on this thing right now, but I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with it so we can fix it and give it back to the dealership in like good, normal running condition. Trust me, we'll be able to tell. If it drops 5 pounds of boost, picks up 200 horsepower, then so it dropped 5 pounds of boost and picked up 150 and 150 right off the bat. I'm gonna say that's it.
Should we got him?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Pull forward, then we'll get the X-pipe off and fucking do it.
Okay, well, whatever, at least we know. All right, so we're gonna see what they want to do and then we'll go from there. Whether we fucking gut them or replace it. It wasn't this
Take a
car
look
that we looked at
inside.
the cat.
Yeah.
It was the V-Wagon.
So you can piss with me.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing's fucked.
That's not how they're supposed to look.
It's how much of a pain in the ass that starter end up being.
Not a pain in the ass.
No?
Try to get the header out.
Okay.
The pain in the ass is, you know, taking the coils off to get to the header bolts. It too sometimes.
Nice fresh pipes.
Chevy SS, back on the dyno. Well, as you probably previously just saw, the cats were fucked up. And we also thought that we checked them and they were good, but that was a different car. So we were a little mix up there. We thought we pulled these down and checked them, but that was another car that we're having fucking issues with. Neither that we built. Well, we did a little back pressure test yesterday. It fucking spiked the gauge or whatever. So we were like, all right, the cats are clogged. And when we pulled them down to look at them, you'll see. They were all fucked up, folded in, which is what happens with cars with cats and blowers and shit. So we replaced the X-pipe. We did another catted section, dealership car. And in reality, if it's tuned right and not having issues, the cats will be fine for a little while. I mean, I don't like to keep cats on blower cars for a long time without at least being looked at and checked, but I'm assuming this thing's gonna make more than 300 horsepower now. It sounds a lot better. It's not dead quiet. My guess is it's gonna fucking drop 5 pounds of boost and pick up 200 horsepower. All right. Let's see where we're at. So made 13, granted that was a short pull, like 4,600. But made 493 and 572 at 13.6 pounds. Considering I have like no timing and nothing else in it, so my guess is it's going to pick up significant amount of horsepower.
I guess 770 when it's done.
How the fuck do you figure that? But your car is identical to this, and you think this thing's gonna make 150 more than your car?
Makes more boost than mine, forward blower and shit.
It's not making anywhere near 770.
Is it getting E?
I think it's got a sensor in it. I mean, has it got a fuel system on it? It does have a DSX, I think, right? So not making 770 is my guess. $584. Something wigged out with this air intake temp sensor on that pull. I don't know if it's just a scanner or not, but I'm gonna guess with probably not. It was reading 68, and then all of a sudden it went to negative 28. No, negative 40 actually it saw. But it's weird, it was like still reading. And then after the pull it comes up, it says 9. Which, not the case, but made 584. Which I revved it to 6,000, so my guess of 600 is probably fairly close. Okay, well, at least we're going this direction with this thing. But let me turn the key on and restart the logger and see if this AIT's still fucked up. No, it reads 68 again, so maybe it was just something in the scanner. Maybe. $590, $587. It's probably actually all this thing's gonna make them pump. Got a little bit of knock up top. Let me pull some timing out of this thing. AIT sensor was fine there, so. Although it's weird. It's weird, this AIT sensor reads 68 the whole time. That is a little sketch to me. That tune looked fine besides me pulling timing out of it. All right, I'm gonna start this thing up and see if the temp sensor moves. Okay, now AIT2s are reading 153 degrees. Now AITs are reading 147 degrees. So like, did he wiggle something and it... I know he did wiggle the wires. My guess is, let me actually look how I have the tune set up before I do this. My guess is it's gonna pull, yeah, it's gonna start pulling power if it stays 147 during the top of the pull. Yeah. AITs are screaming in this thing. Got up to 185. It's gonna be so low because now it's pulling timing. Yeah, so it dropped 100 horsepower. Yeah, because now it's actually reading how it should. So now, let's check blower shit, because I don't think it's actually getting this hot. Not that I think it's not actually getting this hot. If it is getting this hot, there's an issue. It got up to like almost 200 on that short of a pull. So it had 5 degrees of timing in it. Cars are so fun. We've had this thing on and off the dyno 4 times, I think. This actually may be the 5th or 6th time it's been on the dyno. Considering we had it on yesterday and then back on for the cats. All right, we have this thing after problem 57, hopefully the last. The lines for the intercooler pump were on backwards, so the coolant wasn't circulating through the blower. So now we should be good there. AITs should be down, hopefully. Let's see what we got. I figured it would drop boost again. Dropped like over a full pound. Usually when the coolant's not circulating through there, they make more boost. Which is one of the reasons why I thought it was making a lot of boost at first. But that was the cats. And then, so dropped a pound of boost now. Probably get a little more timing in this thing now too, that the fucking AITs are, it went up to 119. That's better than 190 than it was. Garrett's comparing it to his car because his car made 615. Yeah, Garrett's made 615, which his is similar mods, but like a Texas speed cam. This one has R cam, his is auto. On a stock tire, this is manual on like Welds and a Mickey Thompson, so. But this has ported blower. Oh, this has ported blower. His did not. This is still stock throttle body and shit though, isn't it?
Stock throttle body, but it's definitely got a significantly better intake.
You don't know that. Just because it looks better doesn't mean it is better. I added another degree of timing, so we'll see what it does. That tire's rubbing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can smell it.
I saw smoke.
I can smell it. So it liked that degree. Picked up. I might have had a degree and a half up top. Degree down low, degree and a half up top. Regardless, though, picked up 20 horsepower and 22 foot-pounds of torque. So, and I still only got 14 and a half degrees in it up top. But it got a 0.2 degrees of knock. But that pretty much tells me you can't really go much more than that. There, but this thing is getting flex fuel, so I'll probably leave it there on pump, probably put some flex fuel in it. All right, put some E in it. It's at 31%, actually not even. One shows 28, one shows 31. It's probably gonna cycle around and mix around 30ish. Flex fuel sensor must be in like the return line or something of this thing, because it was reading like 30 and then it dropped to reading 10, which is why it went so lean. Okay. AIT's 128 at the end of the run. Not terrible. I'm gonna actually add a little bit of timing on the E that it's on, then I'm gonna dump some more in. So we'll be right back before I do that. Garrett just ended up dumping the fuel in, so it's at 42%. Might go up a little bit though. So I might have to do a half a pull to get the E like through the sensor, and then it's actually at 51%. .686, 623 torque. Man, this thing would fuck you up, bro. I'm gonna let this thing cool, and then I'll make a final pull. We'll be back. Cold pull, 55% E. Let's see if we can hit 700. I think that was clutch slipping. Let's see if the clutch slips again, because it was not happy. I'm gonna try letting it warm up, but the clutch is... Yep. Clutch is done on this thing. Well, we almost made it out with no more problems. Almost. It just can't handle the more power, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if we're gonna put a clutch in it or the dealer's gonna put a clutch in it, but
So you did in fact get the monster drone thrown up in there.
Yeah, the monster drone is thrown up in there, as
Sure
you
is.
said.
Okay, back on the dyno for the like 67th time, I think. I'd lost count. Hopefully the last. Last time it was on the dyno, it was all good until the very end when I tried making a cold pull on E and the clutch started slipping. Just installed a new Monster LT1S triple. This thing should hopefully be pretty solid now. It's got our cam package in it. We basically went through everything on the fucking car. Let's see what we got. So 677 today, I made 686 last time. I'm just gonna make one more pull. We just wanted to put it on back on the dyno with the new clutch, make sure everything was good, it wasn't slipping, and then this thing's done. Dealership can have it back, and one of you lovely people can buy it. I had a couple people hit me up about this car. That was months ago. A lot of things fixed on it now, so now it should be finally ready to sell. Dealership put a lot of money into this thing and fixing it, making it right. You know, they could have put a stock clutch in it and it probably would have been fine for a little bit, but they didn't. This dealership's pretty cool. They put an LT1S triple in it and should be ready to go. Should be the last pull, and then this thing could be going. All right, this thing's done. It's ready to go. I'm 47% E. I'm not really putting any more in it. This thing's been here long enough. That's it. Goodbye.